SBA loan, you can borrow up to $5 million with as little as 2.5% down to buy your own small business, like this HVAC company in Utah. Now, this business is asking $4 million, and they say it generates about $2.1 million in annual cash flow. So that means if you put 2.5% down, after making your loan payment, this business would net $1.5 million per year. Now, this company has a long track record. They've been in business for 30 years. We generally like the HVAC business. It's fairly steady, fairly recession resistant, assuming that not all of its business comes from new construction or new builds. And there is one thing about this listing that makes us think that a disproportionate amount of their sales come from new construction or new builds. Now, in the listing, they do disclose that it's 90% commercial, so that's good to see. But they do say that the seller does all the estimates and draws all the plans. So that means this business is very heavily dependent on the seller. So that means if you're coming in as the buyer, you need to be a very experienced buyer. This isn't for someone that wants to be an absentee owner or someone who is currently working a corporate job. You need to be in the HVAC business, and you need to have a lot of experience in the HVAC business to buy this business. And just further evidence here is that they only have 6 employees. They do manage to generate about $5.7 million in revenue according to the listing. My guess is that they are using some union labor to do a lot of the work. So really, the role of this business is that it's just to go and bid out work, and then they go and they get outside labor to come in and actually perform the work. And just one last thing, I kind of get the feeling with this multiple that maybe they just had one really big project last year and that they don't typically make $2 million per year on a consistent basis. So that's something to watch for. You want to make sure that you're not buying a business that just had a big one-time pop. You know, you could buy something where it has shown strong growth, but you want to see, is that from a customer base that's going to keep coming back over and over? If it was just from one big, say they just did a giant hospital system and it was a huge project for them, they're probably not going to get a hospital that needs to be built and that they're going to get the job every single year. So they're not going to be able to earn that level of cash flow consistently. So let us know, what do you think of this business? And reach out if you want to buy a business together.